Well, hi everyone. We are doing something really exciting here at Freelance Mom, and we are going to be introducing you to Heather, who is the winner of our free mentoring and coaching opportunity that I actually announced a while back. And you haven't met her yet, so today we're going to meet her. So, hi, Heather.
Hi, Lisa. Great to be here.
Thanks for being here. It's great to talk to you again. Part of the reason why I chose Heather, just to give everybody a little bit of background, is when she applied for the opportunity, she just had a ton of heart. And I could tell that she was really dedicated to her own success and she really wanted to grow her business. She's a mom of two, so she has some of the same challenges that everybody else has in terms of running a business. But I could tell that she was coachable. She was going to be really open and really wanting to shift her business and shift anything that she had, like mental blocks that we all have. So that's why I chose Heather, among other reasons. And I wanted to introduce you to her today because I've had a chance to talk to her a couple of times, and I want everybody to meet this special person. So we're happy to have you here. So to start off, can you just tell everybody or give everybody just a little bit of insight into your background so they can get to know a little bit? You don't have to tell us your whole life story, but
Sure,
but just
sure,
a little bit of insight into who Heather is.
sure. I have I started my own freelance PR and writing business around 2011, 2012 after having my second son. I have 20 years of experience in the health and fitness industries in PR and marketing. So I thought that might be a nice way to kind of reclaim my identity that I had sort of given up
Mm.
on my two sons. Um, and I wanted to do something for myself. You know, as a mom, I feel like we spend so much time doing things for others that I wanted to have something to call my own. My husband owns his own business and is very successful, and so he's kind of provided the inspiration that I've needed to pursue my goal of running a full-time freelance business when my kids are in school full-time. Um, I I work with a ton of different types of clients. I like managing my own schedule, and running the day-to-day routine around our household.
Yeah. Which is always fun, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Well, I'm curious. So when you saw this opportunity, because I sent this out to, of course, all my subscribers to Freelance Mom, what kind of caught you about it? Where were you at in your business that where you said, this is something I really want, and I really need mentoring. That would be great.
I was kind of, when I started up my own freelance business, I was kind of all over the board.
Mm,
I wasn't attracting the types of clients that I really want to attract. I was kind of just taking random jobs as they came in. There was no rhyme or reason behind the projects that I accepted. Um, Everything was kind of scattered. And Lisa's opportunity came across at the perfect time because my husband and I had just prior to that talked about a business strategy for me,
mm,
putting some business goals in place and kind of determining where we want my business to be in the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Um, and so her opportunity to offer this mentoring and coaching to me just kind of helped rein me back in to achieving those goals that I set. It's a lot easier to put your goals by the wayside when it's only your husband that you have to report into. But when working with Lisa and the other coaches and experts, I feel accountable to her and everybody else. It's somebody, she's somebody out on the outside who, I feel like, okay, well, she's expecting these things of me, so I need to report back
mm.
into her and let her know that I've been making progress. Um, so it's been very helpful in terms of just reining me back in and making me follow my goals. And she's also shown me how to do that. Not just the goal setting itself, but what it's going to take to achieve those goals and how I can make those goals achievable themselves by just um, it's almost kind of like making a to-do list of, how are you going to go about achieving goal number 1 and then goal number 2. And it's the whole idea of, Lisa making me realize you need to start small and then let your goals become bigger as you go. But start out with the small successes first and then go from there.
Oh, what great wisdom. You're right. Exactly. And I love how you're talking about accountability, because it's pretty amazing how if somebody's just holding you accountable, and it could just be one person outside of your family, because I don't know, your spouse and friends, I mean, they can hold you accountable too, but it's a little bit different when it's sort of like an outsider. And what a big difference that can make in terms of your motivation.
It's a huge difference, because my husband comes home at the end of the day and I tell him what the kids and I did. He'll ask me if I got any work done, but again, it's just not. He knows that I have a lot on my plate in terms of maintaining a house, taking care of the kids, and keeping up with my deadlines. So he, being my spouse, he's not really going to hold me to fulfilling my goals, because he knows that I have a lot of other things going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And he's not going to put that pressure on me, or what he feels would be pressure on me. So reporting into somebody like you, Lisa, it makes a huge difference, because it's, like I said, somebody on the outside, somebody who, you are a mother, you maintain a business, so you know what it's like. That it's not as easy as somebody without kids trying to start a business. The challenges that I'm facing, and can help me to set realistic goals based on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about that, sort of your family life. So you live in Pennsylvania and you're married and you have 2 sons. So both of them are not in school, and I know it's the summertime, so I know you have your own challenges around that. We were talking about that before the call. But so in terms of your schedule, how many hours do you actually want to work on your business right now? And how will that shift when they actually go to school full time?
Right now, if I can get like 15 to 20 hours a week,
Okay.
that would be ideal for me. And I work around their schedules. I get up early before they wake up. I work at night after they go to bed. I right now am trying to teach them that mommy needs office time, that they go play, or read a book, or sometimes I'll put on a video for them. But this is mommy's work time. The hardest thing is that they see my husband going out to work every day, and they don't understand, if mommy's at home, mommy should be available to play with us. So I'm trying to teach them, and I've even gotten our pediatrician involved in this issue. Right now we're just going through a transition, and I'm just forcing it. I'm just telling them, mommy needs office time right now. After office time is over, then we play. And they're getting used to it. They're it's with all things that you have to teach kids. It's just to be consistent, to just keep doing it, and eventually they'll get it. As for when they go to school, they're 4 and 2, so they'll start preschool in a couple of weeks. But my goal for when they're in school full time all day would be to get that workload up to 30 to 40 hours a week. I'd still like to be available to them, even though they're in school. I still want to be available to them. Should the school nurse call and say your child is sick? Should there be, the school talent show, or, whatever I might be needed for? I want to be available to them. So it's really important, especially at this stage, that I work hard to build my business so that I'm able to maintain a full-time business while they are at school.
Right.
And kind of have the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and that's a great goal, because sometimes people wait until the kids are in school, but you want to set that foundation beforehand. So while they're home, you can have a couple of clients and work on those, but then when they go to school, you can actually have more long-term goals set for
more flexibility.
Yeah,
yes.
and more flexibility, exactly. No, that's perfect. So let's publicly talk about some of your goals in terms of your business, but before that, can you, and I'm going to put you on the spot, can you kind of describe what you do? Because I know on your website now you have, and we've talked about this, you're a freelance writer and you're a public relations specialist. So we've had a couple of conversations. So I'm curious, like, how would you describe yourself at this point in terms of what you offer?
I would now describe myself, and this changes daily. I now describe myself as a marketing consultant, solely because I do so much, and to say that I'm a freelance writer and PR specialist, people often don't know the difference between, like a marketing writer and a PR specialist. So it's just easier for me to call myself a marketing consultant. And I do, simply because of the vast array of work the types of projects that I do. I write website content, I write newsletters, brochures, and any other kind of marketing materials, be it email, social media. And then I also specialize in media relations campaigns, writing and sending out press releases, pitching stories to reporters, following up with those reporters, at the same time reacting to their requests when they need somebody. I want to make sure that I'm available to them to get them what they need. Mm-hmm. My goal is to establish a network of clients in the health and fitness industry who come to me for their marketing needs, as well as establish a network or become the go-to person for local media when they need somebody for their story. Mm-hmm. They're doing something on, healthy resolutions for the new year. Mm-hmm. Oh, we can call Heather. She will likely have somebody in her network that can talk to us about that particular issue. So, I want to be available to clients and the media as well. Thus, getting rid of the freelance writing PR specialist long title and just wrapping it up into a marketing consultant.
I love it. Great. See, that's perfect. Much better than what it was in the beginning. That's awesome.
Yes.
No, that's good. Well, then, and I'm sure a lot of people are curious what your challenges have been, because I know we all have different challenges, but in terms of sort of growing your business, have there been things that sort of have stopped you from doing it, or things that have gotten in your way? And I know as a part of this mentoring, we're going to be working through those, but would you mind sharing some of those?
Sure. Okay. First of all, almost daily, I have the thought of just throwing in the towel on my business and just waiting until the kids are set in their school and are going to school, going to school all day long, and when I have more time to devote to it. But I've come this far, so I'm not about to give up. There are difficult clients. There are not enough hours in the day. There are too many people calling mommy, mommy, mommy during the day. There's just, any mom who's trying to start a business or who even works for an outside business, I'm sure can relate. So I have to constantly give myself pep talks and just realize that the work that I'm doing now is going to set the stage for a more perfect life when the kids are in school in a few years. I saw my husband working so much before his business was up and running. He was working so hard day and night just to try and establish the business. And then once the business was established, it was a huge success. And now he's working long hours to keep the business going, knowing that one day, or hoping that one day, either one of our kids will pick up and run the business, or that we can retire and live somewhere nice and just know that we've worked hard to get to where we are. If there's anything that he's taught me, is that hard work pays off. Mm. So I need to step up now and make if it's got to be all or nothing. I can't just stop halfway. I realize that if I'm going to do this business, I need to do it full steam ahead and just do it. And that's what I've chosen to do. And it's hard. There are days that are just downright awful, but then there's days that are just perfect. Mm-hmm. I complete an assignment and get it turned in, and the client absolutely loves it and raves about it. And that's kind of what makes it all worthwhile in the end, is just getting that, extra boost.
Yeah, exactly.
So to speak.
No, it's not all roses. That's sure for sure.
No, it's not all roses, but it's worth it in the end. It's the hard work is going to pay off, and it's going to be well worth it in the end.
Yeah. And I think a lot of women can relate to what you just said, because I mean, I've been there too. I just want to give up. I'm like, or quit, or like just like you said, throw in the towel. But then I realize, this is good, and I can do this, and I can do this even in the compartmentalized way that I have to do it, an hour here, an hour there, given situations with kids. So, and it can be done. Yeah, and it's good.
I mean, it's hard, but to think about actually having the luxury to set my own schedule, to work when I need to work, and to still have that time for the kids. If I went back to work in an office, I wouldn't have that same kind of flexibility.
Yeah.
So right now I'm kind of working hard for that, is just to be able to maintain that flexibility and to be available for the kids without having a rigid schedule.
Exactly. Well, this is amazing. This is awesome. Well, so then let's publicly, I guess, say, are there 2 goals that you have in terms of maybe from now until the end of the year? And I know we've talked about this, but can you frame 2 goals that you have? And that way people, who are sort of watching you in your journey can kind of watch how you're achieving these 2, or, you can list 3 if you want, but these
Sure.
2 or 3 goals that you have at this point in your business.
At this point in the business, the first and foremost goal would be to get one established client who comes to me for all of their marketing needs. As I mentioned, my work right now is primarily just random projects here and there, doing a website content for one client, doing a press release for another client, and it's kind of all over the board. So my goal is to get one steady client who comes to me for all of their marketing needs, whether it's a press release, website, newsletter, whatever. I want to be their go-to person. And the other goal, I think, is just to be able to streamline my processes. Like, just be able to go after the kind of client that I want, that I have chosen to pursue, and know how to approach them and know how to land the job, so to speak. And not just, right now I've been getting a lot of freelance jobs from various websites. So I feel like I'm kind of pulling at, whatever's available out there, and it's been good as far as income, but at the same time, there's no rhyme or reason to the work that I'm doing at this point. It's kind of scattered all over my desk, and I know I have this magazine story to write for this client, or this website to write for that client, and there's nothing really, there's no rhyme or reason to anything I'm doing right now. So my other goal is to be able to just kind of streamline all of that and to go after the right client and to land the right jobs.
Wow, yeah, and get some structure to what you're doing. Yeah, no, that's great. And we've talked about this, and through this journey, we're going to help you with that. And everybody can watch, and we're going to see, some stuff may work and some stuff may not work, but that's part of the learning process of running a business. It's all about testing certain things. And I know Heather's working on a couple of things right now that I'll share with you after this video. But I just wanted to give everybody a chance to get to know you, and I appreciate you being here. And can you give everybody your website? I will post it down below, but that way people can kind of see the before of what things look like. And by the way, everyone, I just want to let you know that Heather's goal is not necessarily to focus completely on online clients. Her focus right now is to attain local clients in her local area. So things may look a little bit different if you're running an online business versus just an offline business, but all the same fundamentals still apply. It's still running a business. So, but I just wanted to make that point as well, that you're sort of seeking more local clients right now, which is great. I think that's a great strategy. So sorry, can you share your website?
Sure. It's www.heatherholtschlag, HOLTSCHLAG, PR.com.
Perfect. And everybody can go see that. You can get more information on Heather. And through this process, you're going to get to learn more about her and her business. So we're really excited about this. And we know this business is going to grow. And I already know we're going to get those clients that you want. So I'm really excited.
I'm very excited myself.
Thanks for being here, Heather. I know I'll talk to you real soon.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.